Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to toy-polloi. Now it's going to be a mega unboxing day today because a lot of stuff has arrived this week and I haven't had a chance to open it up. Now this is stuff that I've done some trades for, and one thing that I've also purchased that I wanted to add to my collection, and these are all things that will be restored in future videos. So let's crack on and we'll open up these boxes and I'll show you what's arrived here at toy-polloi. So the first thing to unbox is this one here. Now this is something I've purchased for myself, so this is a little present, I guess, to my collection. It's something that I've wanted for a very long time, and I bought this off the guys at Toys of Tatooine, the Facebook sort of selling Star Wars group, and it wasn't hugely expensive, but it isn't complete, as nothing I ever buy is complete, but it's been on my want list for a very, very long time. But it is a Star Wars original Dewback from the very first sort of issue of Toys, and it's a figure that I really wanted to get just because it's such a sort of strange looking thing. Now obviously this guy isn't complete, he's missing his saddle and the reins, but I think I paid £12 for this, which isn't a huge amount of money. He's also fairly loose and floppy, but I reckon this is something that I can restore over the years. I'll sort of track down some parts for him, but as you can see, his little mechanism all works nicely. So that's going in my collection here at toy-polloi as a future restoration. Next up we have a very kind donation from John Aspinall, who said that he had something that he thought I should start to do a restoration for, because it's something that people do ask me very often about restoring. So let's get into this box and I'll show you what it is. Nice and well wrapped, that's always a good sign. And there we go, you can see it is the remains of an Imperial troop transport. Now I've covered a few things on this toy over the years, the most recent being how to fix the sort of talking mechanism inside, but a lot of people have asked me how to do a full restoration. So this is the sort of start of a restoration project. As you can see, there's a lot of bits missing, so hopefully I'll be able to track down some of these missing parts, and we can do this restoration in some future videos. So big thanks to John there for sending this over. It's in a mess, but that's how I like to receive toys. There's always potential in something like this, and I think this one can be fixed. Next up we have a box from Martin Loy. Now this is something I did a trade with him for. I sent him over a couple of figures and a very nice Dinobot sludge from Transformers, and in return he sent me this box of stuff, which I do know what's in here mainly because it's for some projects I hope to do over the next coming months, and one of those is restoring and doing a custom sort of update to a vintage Star Wars Snowspeeder. Now I already have a few Snowspeeders here, but they are in pretty sorry state and missing a lot of bits, and Martin said that he had some stuff that he could supply, so this is what I've traded him for. So we have another seat for a Snowspeeder, there's a bit of a speeder bike, because again I would actually quite like to do a speeder bike restoration as well soon, and some more bits and pieces inside. So another speeder bike part, a little bag of bits here. There is the bionic block for a $6 million man toy, as you can see there. Some other, that's another rear engine to a Snowspeeder. That's a flipper from an Action Man. There is also, oh look, that's useful. That is the gun for a speeder bike, so I do need that definitely. There's the remains of an Emperor's Royal Guard. More bits for the speeder bike, and then this is the main thing. It's the sort of remains of another Snowspeeder, which is something I do need because the ones I have are all missing parts, so I think this one will do provide some useful pieces to the coming up restorations. And finally we come on to the big box, which is another thing I've traded for. This I've traded with Steve Edmonds. I sent him a very nice Power of the Force 2 Imperial shuttle, and in return this is what's arrived. So let's open this up and I'll show you what it is. And this is for, again, some other videos, because it's another toy that people are always asking me to restore and do some sort of fixes on, because it has a lot of common issues. It's been something I've wanted to get for a little while, so it's very nicely packed. I'm hoping that it's arrived here safe and sound, because it's a big toy. So let's have a look in here, start getting rid of the packaging. It's always nice when things are packed well. So first up, there's a few little bits there. They may give you a clue as to what it is. These are quite key parts to what's in here. Let's get the knife again. Again, this looks like a key component. This may give you a little bit more of a clue. If you recognise that, you'll know what the rest of this toy is. Another piece there. And here comes the big part of it. Hopefully it's survived the journey. And there we have it. It is Snake Mountain from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Let me move this box out of the way and I'll open it up because there's some more bits inside. So now the box is out of the way, I can actually open this up and you can see it's full of bits and bobs, because not only did I trade for Snake Mountain, which should be mainly here. I think there's a few little bits missing and lots of stuff broken. There's the snake head. That's just some extra bits. Let's have a look, see what's in here. This is another snake head, so there's a few little bits in here that I can mix and match. Yes, there's two versions of the snake head there. Let's go into this bag. All the doors and pieces. Now this is the stuff that people have been asking me to show how to fix, because often when you buy these Snake Mountains, this little sort of walkway section and all of these pieces have snapped parts, and you can see here if I show you this, that this has got a snapped little hook bit there, or little clip bit that clips in place. All of these in fact have little snap ones, so I'm going to work out a way up of fixing those. And then the other thing that's often broken is the talking mechanism, the sort of the speaker and microphone section. I think Steve said that this one sort of works but has an awful lot of feedback, so I'm going to have a look at that and we'll work out how we can fix that and get that all working as well. Now the last bits and bobs in here should be for another project. So let's have a look, see what's in this bag. No, this is more bits for Snake Mountain, so there's extra bits there, battery cover, the net and some more little pieces here, so that's good. I think it must be in this bag here. So let's open this one up. Ah, there we go. It's more stuff for a Snowspeeder, which, as I showed you earlier, is a project that I am going to be working on. So there we have it. As you can see, that was a pretty major post day. There's an awful lot of stuff here, and these are all going to be for projects for future videos. Snake Mountain is something that I've been asked about a lot to restore, so I finally managed to get myself one, so massive thanks to Steve for that. And the Snowspeeder, again, is a project that I did a long time ago, a custom one, but people have asked me to do a full normal restoration and maybe a bit more custom work, add some extra lights and stuff in, so I've been collecting a few remains of Snowspeeder so that I can work on that. So thanks to Martin for doing the trade with me there. And then the Imperial troop transport, as I say, that's something, again, people do ask me a lot to show a restoration of, because there's an awful lot that breaks on that. So I'm going to hopefully try and find some more pieces, because obviously there's an awful lot missing on that. So thanks again to John for that one. And then finally, this was my sort of little holy grail piece that I did want to add to my collection. Although he's not complete, he looks lovely, and I'm really glad that I finally, after all these years, managed to get myself a Dewback. Even though it's not in the most amazing of condition, it's something that I'll cherish, and it will be added to my collection here. I don't normally do unboxing videos, but as I've got a lot of stuff in, I know people enjoy watching them, I thought I'd do it this time just to show you the sort of projects I will have coming up here on toy-polloi. So make sure you subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching toy-polloi. Subscribe for more great videos.